Have another beer, buddy.
Chatty chat chat chat. I think that they probably said that being shorter is advantageous.
Well, they need to teach me then. There you go. So we had to poke a little fun at him. Call you Ginger Swag.
Yeah. If you weren't bowlers, what would you have liked to have done instead? Anything else. Literally anything else.
That's a great answer.
The horse is so dead that it's on some kid's school project on a landfill already.
And there you have
that one before.
No. We'll talk about that one.
Terrible idea. I think I'll probably have to do the regular intro first next time.
Yeah. We are back.
People can catch it. We're back and we have an official intro now.
Look out. I'm sorry, that cracks me up every time.
It only took 3 or 4 months.
Cracks me up every time I see that. Of course, you had to add, we talked about this earlier, you had to add one of my Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah, I had to add my senior picture, so I think we're even.
Yeah, we're even. Touche.
At least you can change out of the. At least you can take the wig off.
That's true.
Mine is forever. Of course, yours is kind of forever too. And
yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the photo, Mr. Paul Burnett, thanks, buddy. We're going to be starting off with, let's see, the Second Shift Brewing El Gato Grande.
Gato Grande.
It's an IPA.
Cool.
Artwork by Kyle Scarborough, the Washington Tattoo Collective. And this is out of St. Louis.
Ah.
Brewed and canned by Kreider Brewing. So.
Should I hit the deck?
Yeah, I don't know.
No? Are we safe?
Yeah, I think we're safe. I just have to pour this correctly.
I can officially mark myself safe with Luke opening a beer today.
Yeah.
There you are.
Mm.
What's happening, everybody?
Yeah, Angel actually, she just advised me here too that I should go on ahead and replay the intro once we get wound up here, just so that everybody gets to see it. Now that we got everybody in here.
That's not too bad.
I have no idea.
You see that?
Yeah, I don't know. It just spit out some chunks. I don't know.
You're not chunky.
No. Well, I finished you all. I got some floaties, but
it looks like my daughter just took a bunch of drink, like after she'd been eating.
Yeah.
Is it that way?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me go ahead and play the intro again now, just for the crap of it. It's freaking hilarious.
Funny, yeah. So for those just joining, here it is. Have another beer, buddy.
Chatty chat chat chat. I think that they probably said that being shorter is advantageous.
Well, they need to teach me then. There you go. So we had to poke a little fun at him. Call you Ginger Swag.
Yeah. If you weren't bowlers, what would you have liked to have done instead? Anything else. Literally anything else.
That's a great answer.
The horse is so dead that it's on some kid's school project on a landfill already.
And there you have
that one before.
No. We'll talk about that one.
Terrible idea.
Yeah. And there it is. That's so funny. Sorry, we just had to watch it again ourselves. That's what it is.
Yeah, I know. We're just going to periodically play that like 10 times throughout the rest of the night. Just
we run out of something to talk about. Fire up the intro.
Just narcissistic, I guess.
Tell us in the comments what you think of that, because that was pretty funny, I think.
Yeah. So once again, we are drinking El Gato Grande India Pale Ale.
With
Thank
chunks.
you. Yeah, with chunks. At least they all sunk to the bottom though. So
it's weird.
Thanks, Paul and Ashley, for getting that for us. Yeah, and then we was talking about too whenever Mexican American rolls around here or the Fiesta tournament.
Yes.
In a couple weekends,
Yep.
we'll get Paul and Ashley out to Norseman Brewing Company on Saturday night after everybody. So we're gonna put that on the.
It works. Yeah.
Put that on the schedule because that's the 11th and 12th or 9th
and 10th.
9th and 10th.
9th and 10th of July. Yes.
July. Okay.
Yes. So the weekend before you guys head out. As a matter of fact, I think you probably leave like that Monday or Tuesday, don't you?
When we leave that Wednesday,
Okay.
so we got a few days. We bowl on the 16th and 17th, so we're leaving like the 13th or something. So
yeah, that'll work.
Yep. All right. So we I'm sure everybody wants to hear Infinite PhysiX and Idol Cosmos. We'll talk about that first. First of all, everybody kind of looks at the Infinite and thinks astrophysics, and then they look at the Cosmos and think Idol Pearl, which it's not really that. The astrophysics had R2S Pearl on it, which was it's a high road cover, trend cover, phase 4 cover. So it's kind of it's a weaker cover that they've had around forever at IQ Emerald. The astrophysics was kind of one of those RSTX2 type balls or UC2, kind of asymmetric, but really clean, really flippy. The Infinite PhysiX has the dark code cover on it, which is quite a bit stronger. It's not quite as sharp. Now the Infinite is actually sharper than the dark code. It's longer and sharper than the dark code, but
it is longer and sharper.
It is longer and sharper.
Is it still pretty round though?
Yeah, it's very, very round. That's what it actually reminds me a lot of the Rubicon.
Okay.
Which is because the Rubicon was kind of flippy for being but it can be smooth when it needs to be smooth, flippy be flippy. The Idol Cosmos is Extreme Tracks Pearl, which is very closely related to NEX that's on the Axiom, that was on the Axiom Pearl. But the Axiom Pearl was kind of weird because it was supposed to be strong, but it was kind of weak and smooth for some reason, somehow. The Cosmos hooks, though. It's very similar to the Helios, and it kind of shares the same relationship that the IQ Tour and the IQ Emerald had. Like, they're kind of right on top of each other. It's just the Emerald's a little cleaner, a little sharper. But they're kind of right on top of each other with hook, shape, whatever else. And that's kind of how the Cosmos and the Helios fit together. So definitely don't go into it thinking that the Infinite is going to replace the Astro. It's like a supercharged Astro. And the Idol Cosmos is not an Idol Pearl. It's not an Idol Synergy. It's very close to the Helios. Actually, it's not a whole lot weaker, and it's not a whole lot sharper, really. It reminds us actually a lot of the IQ Tornado Pearl.
Okay.
But it's got a whole bunch more. The core is stronger, so it's got a whole bunch more differential, so it flares more. So the Tornado Pearl we like quite a bit, but it seemed to kind of it wanted to hook a bunch, but then it still wanted to be an IQ, where it hooked a bunch, but then you got in and it just didn't have the wheels to kind of get back sometimes. The Helios does have the wheels to get back, so it's strong and it rolls. It rolls very strong. Plus, it's got a bunch of flair to work with. So the reviews for those are going to be up 2 weeks from Friday. So I think the 16th or 17th, whatever that a week from this Friday is. Pretty sure it's the 17th. That's when we can that's when everybody can start putting review videos up. For now, you can go check out the 6 ways, 7 ways, whatever they did for those. Storm's got a video up, and then
they don't have anything on the Cosmos yet, do they?
No, I don't think they have. They had Rotogrip's Facebook page put something up on the Cosmos, but they do have the Infinite 7 ways.
Who'd they have throwing it? The Cosmos.
I can't remember. It was from Japan, Korea, somewhere over there. They had one of their pros throwing it.
Sorry, I'm just curious who it was that they had throwing it. I saw the Storm 7 ways or whichever way it was, or however many.
Yeah.
5 ways. But they're both pretty.
Expecting the Cosmos to be similar to the overseas Marvel Max Pearl. Yes. The NRG2, NEX Pearls, the very strong stuff. So you're not going to get an Idol Pearl. You're not going to get an Idol Synergy. The Extreme Tracks cover is actually, so what's on the Helios, or what's on I keep calling it the Helios. What's on the Cosmos is actually stronger than what's on the Infinite PhysiX. So it's just the physics core is obviously a fair bit stronger. It's asymmetric, so it's not a ton stronger, but it's just got more torque than the Cosmos does. But the Cosmos actually gets more dig than the Infinite does, because the cover is Extreme Tracks is related to NEX, and NEX is Storm's strongest cover stock. So
what's the sin on the physics? I never saw it.
It's a mystery scent, and so I'm not entirely sure if that means that they're going to mix them up, like everybody's going to get like they're gonna change the scent every 50 balls, 100 balls, or I don't know if it's a scent that they're not going to tell you, and everybody gets the same scent, or if they're going to mix it up. So I'm not really sure on that yet.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be. And I suggested a couple of years ago. I asked them how hard it would be to make that happen, and they kind of like the branding thing a little bit more. Like this goes with this, and this goes with this. But they have done, if they've run out of a scent for any particular reason, they have subbed in scents on some of the stuff that's been longer running. Now, of course, the high road, they just don't make a batch unless they have the scent, because that's been running long enough that it's going to be what it is. We've had some cherry phase 2s before.
Oh, you have some of those, don't you?
Yeah, I think we have a couple of the cherry phase 2s. And then there's been some other ones that haven't been the scent that they're supposed to be.
Right.
So they've mixed and matched them a couple times if they just didn't have whatever to do. So,
gotcha. Well, they both look really good.
Best ball video of any of the new. I don't really Shota throwing the shadow lock. It's the funniest thing that you have ever. Pull it up right now and turn your sound on, because it's just the funniest thing that you have ever seen watching Shota throw the ball, because he'll go up there and throw the ball, and then he'll crush, the ball turns sideways and he'll crush him. And he'll go, oh!
Which ball was it?
Over the shadow lock.
Shadow.
And I like, he's got his own, he's got his own,
Is it right here?
He's got his own avatar or something. Yeah, he's got his own little cartoon. He's got his own avatar or something. Yeah.
Oh,
I've
got
he's got his own little cartoon. Yeah, if you fast forward it till where you start falling, it's amazing.
Shot here.
Oh, you'll know. He does that after every shot. Oh.
My tummy hurts.
It's so great. And then he stands there, comments, he throws the ball again, and he strikes again. Oh.
They always have such good video quality.
Gosh, I need to start doing that too.
Here comes one more.
Yeah, you got to do it again. This is great. So great. Yeah. I don't even care what he's saying. I don't care.
That's great.
It sounds great. So anyway, so those two balls, the reviews are coming out again the 17th of June, so about a week and a half away, and then they release on July 8th. So it's there. I mean, there's still another month off. So there's
the weekend of the tournament in Topeka.
Yeah.
July 8th. So that's right before you go to nationals. So I don't know if you plan on taking any of those or not.
We'll see. I don't think the Infinite's going to go. The Cosmos might go.
I may get into the glass after this.
Because I was thinking about drawing another IQ Tornado Pearl to begin with.
Yeah, I may switch glasses after this one.
Yeah. Oh, it's like a little barley or something in there.
I mean, I guess I could be a man and just take it down.
I wouldn't.
I heard the Cosmos. Sorry.
Just dump it out in the trash there.
It tastes good, though.
Yeah. The beer. Yeah, actually, the beer is great now that we're done.
Sorry. Disregard. Thank you.
No. I got off track, but that's what we do best. Rabbit trails. Yeah, I should have put some. I might keep working on the intro and spice it up a little bit, because it's just kind of something in the background and then picture. I wanted to get something put together for today, and I've been kind of working on the brainstorm and stuff, and so I just put something together.
Are you gonna do a countdown on it?
But yeah, I might have. No, because it's too big for the. I might make our own special countdown.
That'd be cool.
That might be another thing I can make. So we got the intro, but I can make our own countdown too. I can get like rabbit trails or little rabbit tracks across the.
That would be good.
Yeah. So
That would be actually really good.
I found a cartoon pin holding a beer. So
A cartoon pin holding. That's pretty good. Oh,
so yeah, that's
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Good idea there.
Did you have any more on the physics and the Cosmos?
No, I think we're done with those. That's about.
Okay.
I probably already said too much. But yeah, they're still coming up.
Right.
So
Congratulations to Brianna Klemmer on an amazing performance this last week. What she did, and was that qualifying that she did that? She shot like 889 and then turned around and shot 279 or something like that after that game?
Yeah, it was in the second block of qualifying. So, and actually,
maybe I should do this.
Yeah. Diana Zavjalova really well too. This is what we talked to Dave Lamont on the Bowlers show last night. And he said, yeah, that's the thing too, is it's not like she just had a big set on Friday and then cruised. It's like, no, Diana Zavjalova was never left like the top 3 or the top 5 or something. And so she was right behind her. Brianna still kept bowling well Saturday too, but it's not like she coasted.
Right.
And then it was kind of nice to see after we had a couple step ladders run. Shannon O'Keefe did it. Or actually, Stephanie Johnson did it first, and then Shannon O'Keefe did it. And
it happened at the Queens too, right? Did it happen?
Yeah, I can't remember because it was the show that. Well, no, because
who won the Queens?
It didn't happen on the Queens. It was Birgit Poplar.
That's right. She was the high seed, right?
Yeah.
So
she was the high seed and she won. And no.
She won.
Yeah, she was.
She won.
Yeah, she won. I just can't remember if she was the high seed or not. I think she was. So this is the 5 spots won a couple, and now the top seeds won a couple.
Yeah.
So
it's been a good start.
Or maybe I don't know. It was Missy Park on the top seed. I feel like a couple. Yeah, she looked at Claire Guerrero. That's right. Thanks.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's right. That's right.
But they did have a couple step ladders run. And then thought it was going to happen again, but Brianna Klemmer was just too much.
Yeah, you weren't.
And it was a really weird pattern because it looked like it was easy, like there was a bunch of hook off the ditch, but it kind of looked like cheetah, where you had to get it there at a certain distance. If you got it there too early, it was going to overhook. If you got it there too late, it was going to roll out, hit flat. If you got it in a little bit, it was going to hook. And so you needed to get around it. There was a ton of friction, so you needed to get around the ball to get it to actually go through the pins right. But at the same time, then you needed to like really just fling it straight right, get it down the lane.
Yeah.
But the angles were tricky, and so somebody watching that saying, "Oh, the ball's hooking from the ditch, they must be easy." It's like, no, they weren't. They were very not easy.
What Brianna Klemmer did was nuts.
But yeah, it really fit her game because she has the speed to kind of blend that out a little bit. The slower speeds had to kind of play with their angles and be a little bit more meticulous, I guess. But Verity tried to throw urethane to begin with, and that didn't work. And she made the ball change too late. But again, you're on a TV show, you have one game, and you only have a couple frames on each lane. So
you just got to kind of take it and go with it.
And yeah, Verity shot 300 with the fast pitch in qualifying or in match play on Saturday or something. So it was already something she was comfortable with. And then TV lights and practicing is different and transitions different. That's the other thing, is that when you are in a qualifying block, it's a little bit different than practicing for the show and whatever. That's something else that Dave Lamont was talking about too. Or no, it wasn't Dave Lamont. It was Brian Wallachek. He was talking about at nationals. It's like when you do like the team practice session or whatever, throw your spare balls too. He's like, that's why when he was on tour, he said, I just really never got anything out of the practice sessions ahead of time because everybody just threw strike shots. They didn't throw their plastic. They didn't shoot the spare. And so the transition wasn't the same. So they got chewed up so much faster in the practice squads because everybody was just, looking at ball reaction.
Yep.
And they were playing all over the place. And so he said, it's like, I don't know, I got to look at kind of figure out what you're going to do for the first game and a half or something.
Yeah.
But after that.
Brian Walchek's a guy that just always has a set at nationals.
Yeah.
He does.
Dave had to do me dirty last night because Brian's one of those guys. He's like, I was trying to tell Dave, it's like, Brian's not one of those guys that's going to impress you with his physical game.
No.
He's got a little bit of the Lonnie, but he's also kind of like, he almost kind of throws it like Dick Allen. He's got that big backswing, and then he didn't grab it, but he does get a little bit of loft on it. He really, it's a really defined release. Let's put it that way. And I was telling Dave, it's like you watch somebody like EJ Tackett or AJ Johnson or somebody like that that's just so physically impressive that it's like, gosh, that guy must be good. And then you look at somebody like a Dick Allen, it's like, gosh, what's that guy doing out here? It's like, well, he's winning titles. He's chuckling and counting his money while everybody else is mad because they feel like they throw it better than he does. Meanwhile, he knows how to bowl and he's taking all their money.
And he's clutch.
And that's the same thing that's what I told Dave. I'm like, yeah, Brian doesn't really. He's got a so-so physical game, but man, the guy can bowl. And so we almost got out of the interview. We talked to Brian for 50 minutes. Almost talked to him for a solid hour. And Dave's like, oh, you were talking to me. You had a comment you wanted to make on his form or something? I'm like, oh, great. This went so great. Oh. This was such a great interview. And now he throws me under the bus. And so basically, so I'm talking to Brian. He's like, oh, so basically you're telling me I don't throw it very good, right? And I'm like, yeah, exactly. I was just trying to figure out how to let you down easy and whatever. It's like, I mean, you're the one with the Eagles. I'm just the armchair quarterback here. The group of Eagles is called a convocation, by the way. Fun fact, I Googled it.
A convocation?
Convocation. So that's what I did. Brian's got 3 Eagles. He's probably going to get another. Well, he doesn't think he's going to get there. 2240 is tough. I mean, Nationals is kind of somewhat easy, and we have seen 2300s before.
He shot what?
But he shot 2244. Most years that's going to win. Most year 2150, 2170, but they're a little softer this year. But he went like 740, 750, 750. So his high set and his low set were like 10 pins apart.
EJ had a good set too, didn't he?
Yeah, he shot 8-0 in doubles, but he didn't have the greatest team set, I don't think. And that's the other thing is that Brian, that might be what saves him, because if you look at the rest of the people there's very few that have had the consistent. There's one guy that went like 720, 720, 720 or something like that. But everybody else has gone like 630, 780, 790 or something. So they're getting all their pins in singles and doubles, and they're a little slow out the gates with team. Well, the same thing happened to Walter Ray.
Right.
Walter Ray shot like 650, 660, 670, 680 or something in team. Oh.
Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
God, that just looks like
cardboard.
It looks like a mouse crawled in there. You can be able to drink it. Oh, here, hang on.
You want water? Go. Oh, yeah, we're good. Yeah. Keep talking. Sorry.
There you go.
Not just smearing.
Yeah, 2240 something. I don't know. Don't know. Don't care.
It's just smearing it now.
Yeah.
I might have to go get a new glass. My little hand didn't get in there.
Yeah, these are kind of tall, skinny glasses. Yeah, just go get another glass.
Okay. Sorry. Be right back.
Yeah, don't leave me by myself. I'm not sure if I can talk that long.
No, I don't know if you could do it.
So anyway, the bowler show we had last night was the best we've done so far. So you definitely want to go check that out. There are our connections. We actually we didn't have people on cell phones. We had a little bit of lag getting started with Brian Wallachek, and at the very end of the show, Steve Klompkin lost his connection, but we figured all that out, and that was actually went pretty good. So, but anyway, so that will wrap up the PWBA. The person that was supposed to win won.
Yeah. 100%.
Finally. Yeah. Because Clara ran over the queens. She just ran through everybody. And then she just had a bad look on TV. I think the same thing happened to Missy Parkin when Shannon O'Keefe won.
Right.
And Birgit had a really good Clara was going to have to bowl a really good game to beat Birgit anyway, because she was matched up. Now, Brianna Klemmer was also matched up. And like I was saying, her higher speed kind of blended out all that. So she used the friction so she could just kind of pitch it. It's kind of like Eugene McCune on Cheetah.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's a match made in heaven. And it was nice to see that she got it done. And Brianna's great anyway. I mean, she's one of those that you're going to see her on TV quite a bit anyway, because she doesn't just throw it hard.
No, yeah,
she's pretty good. So
the arm thing just drives me nuts.
Yeah, I know. Well, the story about Brianna does she holds it and then she sticks her arm out, but it's a drill.
Yeah.
And she just got so comfortable with the drill that she just did it naturally. But yeah, it drove me insane the first time I saw it. I'm like, what in the living? Why are we doing all this abstract nonsense? Can we not just bowl? But yeah, it's one of those things where she wasn't trying to be abstract.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, this feels kind of comfortable on this. It was the same thing. Didn't Bob Learn used to do that too? He used to get really low and he just held it with the one. There was some.
Yeah, Bob Learn did. He got real low and then just kind of
he just held it with the one hand, and so it's
cup bottom hand. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's something. Again, I love that Patrick says I love the arm. Yeah, it's one of those you're going to remember.
Oh yeah,
it's memorable. It's going to make her stand out. It's going to make and that's the funny thing is some people will criticize stuff, but then you end up remembering people for those kinds of things.
No, I don't knock her for it. It just drives me nuts to watch.
That are quirky or different or whatever else, and that's kind of what it's part of the legacy.
And Jordan.
Yeah. And nobody really bowled that well. Brianna Cote better than everybody else. She didn't do great, but she had a couple stretches there for a half a game where she was pretty sharp. But then the lanes would start changing, and she'd have to change balls, move around, and it just kind of caught up to her at the end. But Brianna Klemmer, you just weren't going to beat. Nobody on that show was going to beat her. So
yeah, no, she was a steamrolling, man.
Yeah.
Steamrolling. But we also had the PBA this weekend. I know you said you didn't watch a ton of it, but
yeah, well, actually, I saw it on. I was watching the women's U.S. Open golf.
Yeah.
Was on this weekend, and so I was watching that on Saturday, and I scrolled through and I saw PBA Tour Finals. I was thinking PBA playoffs.
Oh yeah.
And I know that PBA playoffs and Tour Finals are different, but you never know how much attention these broadcasting places are paying to bowling or whatever. Yeah. So I thought the Tour Finals, I'm thinking playoffs rerun or whatever else. But no, it was of course the playoffs took a month and a half to get done, and so by the end of it, it's kind of like I'm just done with the PBA, and they had the Tour Finals. I'll let you kind of talk about that. I got to catch up here.
You're good. Well, I had to do a little bit of that. Yeah, there was just a typical Belmo steamroll.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously we all know that there was 2 300 shot on TV on the same day. That's impressive as heck, but
they keep giving the guys super easy patterns.
Oh, I know, but then
they were only easier if you were two-handed.
They did go dual though.
Yeah,
they did go.
Yeah, and that does definitely add something to it.
I did watch Belmo on the Saturday show. Flag the headpin left.
Cool.
Yeah. Flag the headpin left.
Oops. Yeah, it is bad enough when you have the same pattern on 2 lanes and you're just trying to remember what the difference is between the 2 lanes. It's like, oh crap, I stood in the wrong place. Like, yeah.
I saw that and I'm like,
2 different patterns.
Like, whoa, what just happened here? Even he walked back and he's kind of like dumbfounded. Did I just really do that? What is this?
These are ones that I brought back from Public Houses, kind of big down there.
Huh.
I brought these back from Springfield, Branson. There's a next to Lambert's.
Oh,
let's do this logger. Let's do this logger first. Headshot, dry fly session IPA.
Huh. Okay, sounds delicious. Did you hear Belmo swear when he did that? Yes, I did hear that.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
There's actually quite a few of them that swore.
Finding it.
Oh yeah, they're fine.
I talked to Carolyn about that too, because the women, like when Danielle just needed against Laura Plaza a couple of weeks ago, she just needed a mark to get out of that game.
That was the Queen show.
The Queen show. She just needed a mark, and so she hit the pocket, but she left the 710, and you would have just. I mean, she kind of made a little face, but that was it. Like the guys would have gone nuts. And so it just kind of amazes me how well the women kind of hold it together. I'm sure she blew off steam later, but
probably. I mean, I don't know. I would have, but
the guys just end up paying a whole bunch of money to Tom Clark.
Yeah. Tom Doherty did cuss too, once or twice. It was just a nice little GD from Belmo.
Yeah.
But Yeah, no, it was just for those that
Gosh,
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much in case you're going back to watch it. But Belmo did Belmo things. So
yeah, it's already spoiled. In the age of social media, it was yesterday,
yeah,
which might as well have been last year.
I guess that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, he just steamrolled through it, man. I mean, I didn't think anybody was going to beat him. There was a game that Kyle Troop got like 140. So they were hard. Well, the one pattern got when they were still bowling the qualifying portion. I want to say it was the short one.
Yeah,
The short one got pretty tough. I know it may have been the long pattern. I think it was the long pattern because they did a re-oil. So they bowled like a block, re-oiled, and then bowled another 4 games of qualifying. So they bowled 8 games, I think is what it was. Something like that. I don't remember. Sorry to pace.
yeah. Happened so long ago.
I know. But anyways, I thought the format that they did for that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, because they awarded a title for that.
That was his 30th title.
Yeah.
So,
that's a big one.
I mean, yeah, and he's what is he, 34, 35, 36. So he's getting up there a little bit, and you have to imagine that the guy is not going to bowl PBA 50 stuff. It's just not worth his. I mean, I guess if he comes in there and steamrolls everything, he's got enough money to work.
I don't even know how old he is.
Yeah, he's mid 30s anyway.
He said something on TV the other day that he still plans to do it a few more years.
Yeah,
he said a few more years at least.
And that's the thing. He might be kind of. I'm sure that he's got a plan for it because with him being on Australia, he can't keep. I mean, he spends a significant amount of money just to travel. So he has to be this good. If he wasn't this good, he wouldn't be here.
38.
So yeah. So I mean, that's gosh. That's kind of pushing it. Now he's still dominating.
He had to travel like 27 hours.
Yeah, and it just that's going to get a whole lot. That's going to get a whole lot tougher the older he gets, and he's in pretty decent shape. But it's it just gets real tough once you hit 40. It starts getting tough just to do normal stuff, let alone.
Yeah, I don't know how he can do it. I mean, I get it. You're coming here and making money, but. Man, that's a lot of traveling.
Yeah. Well, he's already got the majors record, and he's going more, I'm sure, before it's all said and done with. So he's going to set that pretty easily.
Well, if he keeps up the pace he's at, he's going to win most titles of all time.
What I think he wants is the most standard PBA titles, and he's still got a ways to get there, but I think he's going to get there.
Yes.
If he puts in another 5 years and he wins, I don't know, 2.
Well, he got 5 this year alone, didn't he?
Yeah, they don't have a whole lot of tournaments though. They're gonna have to get some more tournaments, and he's had to miss some stuff too for the COVID thing. So it's just, yeah, it's weird.
I don't know, but it's. I could see him wanting to do it. Yeah, there's a rumor going around that he wants to retire at 40, but excuse me, he did say straight on TV yesterday that he wanted to do it a few more years.
Yeah.
So.
And I think it's one of those things where you say, yeah, I'm just going to do it a couple more years. But when it gets down to it, it's like, gosh, I don't want to quit yet.
Yeah, I know.
And so some people actually push it too far.
And I think it depends on how close he gets to it.
Yeah.
Remember.
Yeah.
So just think how much time that guy spends away from his family. That's crazy. Like, I still can't believe that they don't have more tournaments than what they do. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They have so much of this extra junk.
Like what's going on tonight?
Filler stuff. Yeah, and that's going to turn a bunch of people off because they see I lost summer the same people every single week.
Well, yeah, they would run one of those special things like the Strike Derby, and it's literally they pick their favorites.
Yeah, I like Simo, I like Butters, I like Kyle Troop. Seeing them on the show every single time, and it's not like I want to see a bunch. I want to see people that you got to split the gap because people want to see people fans of, but they also want to see
new people.
Yeah, they like the new people.
Yeah.
They like seeing people win their first titles.
I'm right there with you.
I'm a freaking boomer.
For some reason, I think they should have changed, like have those one-off shows, but make it where you qualify for those throughout the season or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure we will get an event at North Rock. I can almost guarantee that. Did you see that Mr. Bowers retired?
Yeah, I saw that.
Not retired,
I saw that latest post that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was
in
really
my life.
Really long.
Yeah,
And you've typed some novels.
Yeah, I know, but he blew me out of the water.
Oh, yeah,
so
by far. They
rabbit trails or rabbit highways.
Yeah, I know, right? I do think that this may end up being our last year for Swiss Trios.
It might be. He did say that they were committed to tournaments. And then he said that they want to prove that in a big way. And North Rock, I mean, they got 48 lanes. And so that's one of those things to where you can, if you pack the building like they do with Swiss Trios and Southwest, that's worth taking the hit on the, I mean, because if you're a 32 lane center, then like Westridge, you got to think about the open play, right? Because that's not, even if you get 20 lanes of open play, that's probably better than 32 lanes of a tournament.
I agree.
But if you're at North Rock and you get 20 lanes open play, that's not telling a 48 lanes worth of a tournament. Sorry, because you pack the place. AJ's is going to get, because they have the pizza, they have got to rake in for Southwest and Swiss Trios,
all the alcohol,
whatever else,
food,
because it's such a big center.
Yeah.
I mean, if you pack that place, then you're going to get it. I mean, that's better than even if you're giving a break back on booze and food. So we might be okay, but I'm not sure.
Which one are you a little more concerned with? The Southwest or the Swiss Trios?
Southwest, because of how long it runs. Swiss Trios is 1 weekend. It's a couple days.
Once again, they're packing the place every weekend, though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just, but I'm not sure that they want to give up. Southwest is only a couple months, though. It's not like Tulsa. Well, no, it's about like Tulsa. It's not like it runs
like a month and a half.
Yeah, it's not like Springfield.
No,
it's not like Springfield where you're taking up weekends for 4 solid months.
But they rake in the money from that too.
Yeah, and
everybody there shows up. Not everybody, but 90% of them show up. They drink, they eat.
Yeah,
the list goes on.
I think the house does the brackets too.
The house does do the brackets in both centers.
So
they're making the bracket money.
So I mean, that alone is and that might be the thing that would, if I don't know who does the brackets for Southwest, but if the house brackets for Southwest. Bring it in, because that's gonna replace any open play money or
they
anything.
might actually.
Yeah,
but I'm not 100% sure. I guess I didn't pay attention to who did and who didn't.
I could do that too.
What?
Oh, the Jason Eubanks and Jim feud.
I saw something about that. I don't know if you want to touch on that or not. You
can.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Okay.
So people got excited about it,
right?
But so. Jason Eubanks does the hit it harder. He's the hit it harder guy that just, I mean, the guy's got a 600 some odd rev rate, and he just, I don't. It's like Shaq holding a basketball. Like it's just like a ping pong ball or something like that. It's just like the guy can do stuff with a bowling ball that just he almost overpowers it. Like Shaq, again, just like Shaq does basketball, it's almost, you got to make it a little bit harder. The lane needs to be longer or something like that for a guy like that just, I mean, he could go coast to coast with a plastic ball. So
he's got a giant hand too, doesn't he? Like a really big hand.
No, he's just a big dude.
That's what I thought.
He's just a big dude, and he's got crazy. He's like a Robert Smith type, to where it's like you don't need to go two-handed. He's got enough in the one hand.
Yeah, why?
So you don't even need
to. Could you imagine if you threw it too?
Oh my God. Yeah. So it just. So anyway, so he gets a gem, and he knew it was a bad idea to begin with, and he's said this.
It's gonna be way too chuggy.
Oh yeah. Like, well, and somebody asked me, is like, have you seen his gem review? And I'm like, oh gosh, why did he get one of those? Why? And which is funny, because his thumbnail was, why though? And I'm like, yeah, why? But he put a 3 3/4 inch pin on it.
Why?
Exactly. Because he tried it one time, because he's tried 6-inch pins before, and that's just the ball's gonna stop and go straight.
Yeah.
Or almost back up at 6 inches. He needs to be in like the 5.5 range. And he actually has already, I watched another one of his videos for the RSTX2, and that looked pretty good. That one looked pretty good. Now it's a cleaner, more responsive ball, but he had kind of a normal layout on it, or something that's more appropriate for somebody like him.
Right.
We don't even do 3 3/4 inch pins for you.
Yeah.
And I mean, because it's just gonna roll at your toes. So you got a guy that okay, so just think that guy with a super, super crazy strong layout with a super, super crazy strong ball bowling at Summit. Yeah, 30-year. I mean, the 25-year-old HPLs. And so, I mean, the ball just was puking, and he said it on the video. So he knew going in what it was going to be. He knew it was going to be awful. He said the ball was puking in his backswing, so he knew what was going on. But the problem is that he got to the end of the video and was like, well, everybody's saying this is the strongest ball they've ever thrown. That's just, yeah, that's a bunch of crap. This ball sucked, whatever else. It's like, no, it was puking. It was hooking. So it's hooking too much. And so my classroom series that I do, I touch on some different things. And so I was writing one called Burning Up versus Not Hooking, because it can be really hard to tell sometimes when something is not getting to the pocket because it's either burning up or not hooking. It's tricky on the eyes. And I thought, well, this is the perfect. I mean, we bowl on whenever we bowl or whenever we get our video, it's at Royal Crest, and their half shot's like 25, 26 mils, 40 feet, something like that. So there's plenty of volume. And so everything looks pretty good at Royal Crest. And so whenever we do that, I just don't ever get a chance to get any video of anything burning up.
Right.
And so that was my problem looking for something for that video. But when I'm like, oh crap, I'll link his video, because that's the perfect example of this is what burning up looks like.
Right.
With a guy with a monster rev rate, crazy strong layout, crazy dry lanes, the ball just hits the lane and gives up instantly. Just dying, puking, whatever else. And so I thought this is the perfect example of a ball burning up. Yeah. So I'm gonna do this. Unfortunately, some people, and people beforehand were on his video saying, dude, yeah, it's a super strong ball. You put a kind of a ridiculous layout on it. And so he was already catching some flack for it to begin with. But then, of course, I called him out, which I didn't do. Yeah. Because I thought, okay, well, this is, we're on the same page here. Yeah. I mean, it's just not a house shot ball. And I told everybody that in the review too. I'm like, this is not a house shot ball. Please don't get your thinking about house shots. It's just not a good idea. And so I thought it was going to be okay. But everybody started railing on him, and then he called me out, and then he didn't call me out. He's just kind of like, come on, man. Yeah. He just kind of like, well, I didn't know this and whatever else, and this layout's on my Proton, and my Proton looks okay, and whatever else. And then his some of his viewers got kind of butthurt, and there's this one guy that just will not stop, just not shut up about it. But it's just one of those things. You can't. There's 20 other videos out there that show people like Prather hooking the lane with it. And if you're saying that, if you're trying to say that it's like, well, this is the real deal and everybody's just trying to lie to sell a bowling ball, and the hype, that's really where it comes in, is the hype stuff where everybody's saying this is the strongest ball they've ever thrown, because that gets clicks and views. You put that in the title, you put that on the thumbnail, that's going to get people to click on the strongest ball ever. It's my new favorite ball. It's my whatever else.
Just have in your bag.
Yeah, I don't like the hype or the clickbait thing anyway, but he just took it. He just got it twisted a little bit and said, no, this thing doesn't hook at all. It's like, well, no, it's actually hooked too much. And there's 20 other videos that can't keep it off the head pin. And so, Jarrah Raymond and Prather and the Tangs and Ron Hickland and everybody else, I mean, the ball is just crazy, saying, well, he couldn't even get down the lane.
Yeah, it's strong.
His pin down when he couldn't get down the lane. And so it's like, well, you got 20 other videos of guys hooking the entire lane with it, can't control it, whatever else, just crazy, crazy strong. You can't watch one video of a guy that the ball just hits the lane and pukes and gives up and just kind of spins and say, oh, well, no, all those other videos, they're fake, they're lying, they're trying to sell a bowling ball. It's like, well, you're calling them liars. You're basically saying that they're somehow faking their footage or something. So it went a little bit overboard. But yeah, just like Josh said, Jay's a really nice guy. And so, yeah, I don't know. Nothing wrong with Eubanks, but yeah, he's got some crazy layouts on some stuff. He's done some 4-inch pin, like his Power Torque Pearl looked really good, but he's got a 4-inch pin on it. I would never put a 4-inch.
A 4-inch pin on a Power Torque Pearl?
Yeah. I put 4-inch pins on my symmetric stuff, but I've got a third of the ref rate to heat.
I was getting ready to say, yeah.
and more volume. And so, I mean, I think whenever something works out for him, it's more of an accident.
Yeah, I get that.
But it just, he needs to be in 5-inch pins. 5-inch pins is the pin down stuff. But when he does do something, he's like, yeah, I went with a 6-inch pin on a Zen Master and it sucked. And I'm like, oh God.
On a Zen Master.
On a Zen Master. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's already pukey and wants to back up. And so you put a 6-inch pin on it. That's not going to work. But anyway, I wouldn't.
Oh, you're good. You
again, I wasn't trying to.
I think he got it mixed up is all it was.
Yeah. And so again, there's no real
bad blood.
No, there's no feud or beef there, and so
sorry, folks, no YouTube beef. No YouTube beef. Now the
beef is not what's for dinner.
What kind of brew are we drinking? Public House.
Public House Headshot. Hellas Lager. This is from down. Let's see, St. James, Missouri. So it's around. So when we go to Springfield to bowl the Ozarks, we play. There's the Lambert's, the home of the Thrills, that I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have heard of.
Yeah.
There's a place right next to it. If you go to the one in Ozark, it's Heather Hill Farms, and they have wine, they have moonshine, they have a few different beers to check out too. So I always like to bring a few of them back. And so,
what's the name of the moonshine place in Branson? I was trying to shut them out too. It's at the shopping malls. There's also at the Branson Landing.
Yeah, they have them at the Landing, and there's a couple moonshine places down there. I'm not big into moonshine.
I have to take it in doses.
Yeah, some of it's okay, but some of it's, you get the sweet stuff, and it's like vodka. You got to mix it with something. Like moonshine and vodka are kind of like flavored for you to even like it's too sweet, or you got to mix it with something. I like sipping stuff, so I'm still going to be the whiskey and.
Oh yeah, I've got some apple pie stuff in there
like
that I'll let you try that I bought from there. Speaking of strong balls, John, have you been able to throw your Paragon much? And if so, thoughts? I haven't been bowling a ton since what happened in Springfield. We had a medical emergency with my wife, so I got to bowl team event and did not get to bowl the rest of the event. I did bowl last weekend, but gosh, I'm not throwing a Paragon. You want to talk about hooking in your backswing?
Yeah,
throwing a Paragon in that building. But it is a reality. It's a track reality, is what it is.
Yeah.
It looks really good though. I do like it a lot.
Yeah.
I do like it a lot, but it definitely will go down the lane a little more. It needs to be thrown more on some other stuff, but I tried to throw it a little bit on Eiffel Tower, and it didn't do. It just kind of spun, but everything was sitting there spinning. So
yeah,
all good. Yep, I throw it a little bit though. Hopefully, I get to throw it a little more. You know, they're hooking on fresh with an Obsession Tour Pearl.
Yeah,
they're flying last weekend. I can't tell you that I've ever seen a house shot on the fresh hook that much, including Summit. Holy smokes. But that is a neat little tournament they run them once a month.
Yeah.
Right by Legends.
What's crazy is Jason's layout on his Proton Physics has the same layout, and that's one of his favorite balls and looks great for him. Yeah, and that's what I think. But at the same time, somebody else told me it's like, yeah, that's like the only ASIM. Any other ASIM that he drills is just awful.
Yeah.
And I think it's that NEX cover. It's cleaner and sharp. It's really clean and sharp for as strong as it is. And so I think that with as strong as that layout is, it's just going to burn and burn and burn and burn. But that cover is clean and sharp enough. The cover that's on the gem is a whole lot earlier and smoother. And so he definitely needs more volume and like a 5-inch pin. Yeah. I don't know if he needs to go pin down or not. He definitely needs like a 5-inch pin, 5.5 inch to get the ball down the lane a little bit. It's just not a house shot ball. And the Proton, that's one of those things where people talk about bowling technology not really going anywhere. And I think some people just want the hipster type of stuff anyway. They want you to say, like, they think that if you say that a ball sucks, then that's honesty. Because when I do it, that's the same thing. Oh, thanks for your honesty. Thanks for your honesty. Like, I could be an idiot too, be absolutely wrong. Like the Zen Master sucks for me, sucks for a lot of people, but it's really good for two-handers. And that's something I kind of came around to that on. Like, I keep paying attention, but that's the thing, is that just because somebody they want people to say that something sucks, because then they feel like they're not trying to sell you on it.
Right.
But in the case of, it's like, I mean, sorry, these are pretty good. Like, I'm going to give the Infinite and the Cosmos positive reviews because they're good.
Yeah.
And sorry, I mean, what am I supposed to say? Do you want me to start saying like the high road's terrible and the phase 2's garbage and overrated and whatever else just so you think that I'm being honest? That doesn't make any sense. So some people go too far and think that if you say something's good, then you're trying to suck up to somebody, or you're trying to get a staff position or whatever else. It's like, well, people don't really release stuff that sucks anymore. They release stuff that may be a little bit limited or little use or whatever, but they don't release. Companies aren't going to release stuff that's just garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise, if they do, they're not going to be in business very long. So, I mean, it's just, what do you want me to do here?
Yeah, you're 100% right on that. Now, here's a question for you, Luke. I don't know if it's so much a question. Just says, this is actually a meaningful topic for me. 17, 18 mile an hour off my hand, about 270 rev rate, and I get really paranoid that I'm going to drill a pin either too long or short for what my game is.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that because that's kind of a consideration with you sometimes too, is it's like, well, if we go too weak, then it's just not ever going to do anything and it's not going to hit. It's just going to go too long. But if we go too strong, it's going to be too early and then it's going to be flat.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's a little tricky. That's when you kind of get more into ball selection over the layouts. Make sure that your ball selection is right first, and then the layout won't be as big of a thing. And that's kind of something for me that I figured out which bowling balls I need to be drilling in the first place.
Right.
And then you can, then you end up with a little bit some safer options for the layouts.
Right. There you have it. Any recommendation for a straight, low speed, low res bowler? My wife wants another ball. Currently has idle synergy. It just depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah. Does she want something that hooks more or less?
That is a fantastic question, actually.
Yeah, that's what. That's a pretty common question. What should I get to go with these that I already have? It's like, well, it depends on whether you need something that hooks more than they do or hooks less.
Yeah.
Or if you're wanting to buy both, then we can do that too. But let's see. Session,
which one are we going
India
with?
Pale Ale, Irish Red, Bounce. Oh, that one looks fun. It's got a fox on it, so I'm going to do that.
Layout just nudges a good ball selection. Mr. Bill.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's really the thing. It's not a layout. Depending on the ball, on asymmetrics, it matters a whole lot more because you can get yourself into trouble. With symmetrics, unless you drill them like really crazy, you're going to get yourself in trouble.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And the weaker the core is, the less the layout matters. Like that's why they go. There's another thing we were talking to Klompkin about because laying out Dave's UC3, and he's like, well, typically on regular urethane balls, you drill them kind of strong because there's not a whole lot in a pitch black. There's not a whole lot of core to work with. So you want all the core that you can possibly get. So you just go ahead and drill those strong. And you don't have to worry about drilling them too strong because there's nothing there to really work with in the first place. I mean, a tropical surge has a stronger core, I think, because the pitch black like 257 something.
Yep. He just said more hook, by the way.
Yeah, a lot more hook than a
idle synergy.
Kansas internet connection qualities that are trash. Yeah, we're on community.
Yeah, she has
actually we pay for sharing it with community. Yeah, we can get up to gigabit internet. Doesn't mean that we get gigabit internet.
Look, I had a in a tropical storm. Football, so they used to fill that up. Oh, James.
Well, if you won't have a gap, I get in trouble for that.
Some issues, aren't we?
Oh, okay.
Are we still online?
I don't know.
Are we still with you?
No, it looks frozen. Oh, now we're back. Angel got off. She bounced, so the answer's always promoted. We'll come back in a second. We're back.
Sorry.
Thank you.
It's because we took a break for 2 weeks or whatever it was.
No, I said that the Zen Master sucked.
Oh, yeah, that happened. I think we're still having issues.
Now we're coming. There we are.
There we are.
Yep. Angel backed out for a second, so.
Kind of lagging. Yeah, we'll get it figured out.
Yeah. Well, we're back. I'm hardwired. I don't know what happened.
Audio is there, sort of pixelated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should catch up in just a second. Sorry about that.
Yep.
But ball
We'll
selection for her, more hook than an idle synergy. So you're probably going to want something bigger, right?
Yeah. If she likes the idols, the Cosmos might be something to look at when it comes out. Actually, you might look at like a phase 3 or something, because if she likes the general shape, that might still be a little bit close.
What about
a UC2 might be a good idea, because it's the same type of cover strength, but it's a whole lot more dynamic than the Synergy.
UC2? Yeah, it looks like we're okay on
or something like a Dark Code. Yeah, hopefully we catch up.
Yeah, Dark Code wouldn't be bad. Are we good now?
Yeah, everybody let us know if we're good or if we're still having some issues.
My peeps.
That's different.
I haven't tried that.
Yeah. This is Public House Bounce India Pale Ale.
Oh, it is different.
It's got a fox on it, so I thought
okay.
It almost kind of tastes like a brown ale or something, like a mix between.
It does taste like a brown ale. That's kind of what I was thinking. We're good now. Okay, good. Dark Code is good.
Yeah, dark code, and that might be because it's a step up across the board. It's still kind of
Dark Code. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad option. I like that. Sorry, I kind of got distracted there now. I mean, I can talk about some fantasy baseball, but we don't have to. We still got like end almost on that. We still got about another half hour.
Yep.
So I guess we can keep fighting some questions here for a little bit. We kind of got through most of our topics here. I won't speak on about fantasy too much. If you've got questions on that, we can definitely talk about it.
See, I think we pretty well covered everything. So,
how's everybody? If you have a fantasy baseball team, how's your teams doing? That's what I'd like to know. Do you play DraftKings? Do you FanDuel? Do you play just regular?
I'm waiting
at my face now as his.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's great.
Did you see the one he posted the other day? Use my code.
Yeah.
Hashtag Oz10. That's good. I like that. You like Paul Burnett's profile picture? So I just said that's great. I don't like seeing myself, but
since there's an overseas Infinite PhysiX, the pure physics with 1500 grit polish, any chance you'll compare the two with 1500 grit polish? I know you just dark code comparison. Probably not. I mean, the pure it cost me $300 or whatever. And basically,
yeah. Yep, the White Sox they have actually been very disappointing. Sorry, I hate to pile on.
I got to answer Norm's question. Speaking of the Infinite Final Cosmos, if all the current SPI balls were planets in the solar system, you were lost in space, which ball would you land your ship on and set up a farm?
Pop that on the screen. Show that.
Yeah.
So I can actually read it. It'll pop up here and say, okay. Speaking of physics, if all current SPI balls were planets in a solar system and you were in space, which ball would you land your ship on and set up a farm?
So we really have to think about this.
Yeah, I know, right? That's tough. You're making me think.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that his picture is your face. Bring out the Rediger Planet series. Yeah, like Pluto, Saturn.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to have all the planet balls for Rotogrip.
Yep. What was
I'd probably do the Zen Master because it's not good for anything else, so I might as well farm on
it. I honestly don't even know. Can I just the Zen just because I like the Zen?
Yeah.
That UFO alert is obvious choice. Yeah, I definitely would go with the Zen, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes more sense now. You said the Kansas internet connection quality is utter trash. Yeah. I've got gigabit internet and it's hardwired with a Cat 6. And we've got nice we've got nice stuff. Let me put it that way. I do this often. We have nice stuff. My laptop kind of sucks, but we have nice stuff. The UFO alert's the obvious choice, yeah. Oh dang. Rosedall 10 knocked $45 off my order at Cool Wick last week. That was a large order, sir.
Yeet. That is a large order.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeet.
$450, especially because everything at Cool Wick's so cheap.
Yep. Well, cheap but good.
Yeah.
Cheap but good. Oh yeah, now we
Value. I hate the word value.
Really? Why?
Because it just means you're getting crap.
I guess that's true.
Any place that has a value menu, like
Hey,
you're getting cheap crap.
Man, I could go for a good McChicken.
Yeah.
I could go for a good McChicken. I see you're getting Chipotle over here too, by the way.
Yeah, Chipotle's.
You're getting one over here. Yeah, laptop is a crap.
Oh. Chipotle. We're getting a Chipotle's.
Didn't know that? They're
Yeah.
building one in North Topeka.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we don't have to drive all the way to.
And they're building one over by my house.
Yeah.
Eat.
Chipotle's.
Can't wait. Putting one off where the Dillons is there on California, right in that shopping center. So, or full customs. Oh, that's why they were so pricey.
Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Thanks, Clint.
Clint out here doing Hord's work again.
Yeah.
Hit that like button, subscribe. I'm sure most of you are already subscribers, but yeah, keep firing in some questions. We can sit here and chat.
Oh yeah.
I could go for some nugs. I could
Yeah,
do.
I need a snack as soon as we're done here.
I could definitely go for some chicken nuggets.
All right.
Have you ever had the chicken nuggets at Royal Crest Lanes? They taste just like a McDonald's chicken nugget.
Oh yeah.
Just like.
I'm not big into nuggets. I like wings.
I know, but it's not a wing. It's
Yeah.
not a boneless.
It's really.
You may keep these or throw them away.
Yeah, you can throw them away.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Tuesday nights or on Tuesday, traditional wings are 50 buy one get one.
Where?
And Thursday,
The
Buffalo
B-dubs?
Wild Wings.
Yeah, speed up, Jeff.
And then Thursday, it's the boneless wings that are buy one get one.
Yeet.
And both days are ruined because during bowling season, you bowl on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yep.
And if you don't bowl on Tuesdays, then we got trivia at Norseman on Tuesdays. And I'd kind of like to go out there. And it's been a while since we've done that. So,
Well, I went on Thursdays quite a bit before bowling last year. We went several times towards the end of the year. But Hosnick's king of the Happy Meal. Yeah. Give me that toy. It better be a good toy. Don't cheat me out of a good toy.
we have an American Pale Ale. We have an Irish Red. We have a Session India Pale Ale.
So after
And then
bowling,
we have an India Pale Ale.
So after bowling, we're hitting up the brewery. Yes.
Yeah.
Norseman.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. When you guys are in for the fiesta, as soon as you're done on Saturday, we're gonna take you over to the brewery.
Bowling, beer, and food. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'll be doing. He'll be doing.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. What is that new one I sent you the other day that looked really good? Have you tried it yet?
The patty melt.
Is it good?
I haven't been there. It's been like a month and a half since I've been there. Number one, we spent way too much money in Springfield. But I mean,
I spent way too much money in Springfield.
yeah, you spent, yeah, touche. You spent a whole lot more money than I did at Amanda's insurance company.
I'm about to say, yeah. Once we knew we were staying, we were like, oh, this is gonna get pricey.
Yeah.
Thinking of doing a trip out your way. Since I've never been to Kansas, wife and kid can shop. I get my butt kicked on a tournament of some kind. What's the summer?
Got the perfect thing for you.
Me?
No, for Jess.
Oh.
So, the Kansas City tournaments, they do stuff all the time. So they have a triple header on July 4th weekend.
Yep.
Because it's July 4th is on a Monday, and they normally do tournaments Saturday, Sunday, but they always have holiday tournaments. And so they have 3 tournaments, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They also have, we're going to Springfield at the end of July because they have a doubleheader down there. And so weeks. And so the sites in Branson, if you obviously.
I don't know if Amanda wants to go there for a little bit.
Yeah. Just may want to avoid Springfield.
As of right now, I'm planning on going to Springfield at least.
So yeah, at least going to the tournament. But we're gonna take a small vacation with it again too, because we missed out on a bunch of stuff. The Silver Dollar City was closed. We didn't get to go to the Stampede this last time because Angel got pretty sick on that Sunday night.
Yeah.
Well, she was a little bit worried about Amanda too, and so I think that she
was in rough shape, man.
She got herself worked up a little bit.
She was in rough shape.
But yeah, so we missed Silver Dollar on Monday. We didn't get a chance to go to the Shepherd of the Hills either. That plays really good outdoor play.
I really want to go to Dick's Stampede. Really bad.
And then we have we. I'm not going to say that. There's a tournament. It's kind of like Greater Ozarks, Tulsa, Southwest, kind of the singles, doubles team thing. The Greater KC Open. They run 3 weeks here in September-ish. And that's in Kansas City. So there's plenty of
Greater Kansas City Open.
Yeah. So Jess, we have a tournaments channel on our Discord. James, if you can pop that link into the chat.
We all the time, pretty much everyone wanted to.
Well, it's kind of funny. We almost have a little bit too much to bowl now because Dave and Mike got so busy with tournaments that they sell out stuff. So it's like, well, we're going to do more of them. And then all of a sudden it's kind of like, well, I can't spend $1,000 a month or $1,500 a month on tournaments.
Yeah, it gets pricey. So that's why I've kind of backed off a little bit. And this weekend we're playing golf. Yeah,
and then we get
we still haven't practiced for.
Oh my god, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Wednesday.
It's supposed to rain all week, but we can try.
That's what I was gonna say. Like we had some plans to get out there and do something. Like we were gonna go this last Wednesday.
Yeah.
But we got a torrential downpour on Monday. It's one of those things. We got so much rain on Monday that it was like a flood chance on like Wednesday.
Like 3.5 inches
or something. So yeah, it was just crazy. And then it rained more. Then it rained a little bit more last night.
Yes.
It's just supposed to keep raining and raining. Dry fly, Session India Pale Ale.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain again tonight. So yeah. I didn't feel like going out and just playing in a swamp.
Yeah, we're just going to have to – we might have to go find one of them.
We do get free range balls, though, over the weekend.
Yeah.
So we'll do that, but that's nothing to me compared.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I haven't swung a club in a while, so
I haven't either.
I'm going to need to go we've at least got at the 9-hole place that's next to where Gage North used to be.
Yes.
It's covered. The driving range is covered.
Oh, I played in the rain.
I'd
hit balls in the rain.
Yeah, but I just need to get out and play some golf.
As long as it's not raining Saturday, we're playing.
So yeah, we got a tournament coming up, and I have a while, but it's a 4-man scramble. It's we'll figure it out.
On the plus side, it's only supposed to be partly cloudy and 79.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really nice day.
It's a great day to drink some beer and hit some golf balls, and then complain about how bad my golf game is too.
Your dad will take care of us, or Woody. We're playing with Woody.
Yep, and Trevor.
Okay. Yeah,
and Trevor. Yep.
Yeah.
Trevor's pretty good.
We're gonna have to hold it together for the first few holes until Trevor gets there, though. So.
If he's even able to walk when he gets there.
Mm-hmm.
I told him to pace himself.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah, you're supposed to get some cash back occasionally. That doesn't happen for us in tournaments. That's just not a thing. Used to occasionally get some stuff back, but that didn't really happen much anymore. However, that's the other thing too, is because we found our way into so many extra tournaments. So we do Southwest end of February, 1st of March.
Yep.
Then Springfield is May, middle of May. Then we have
Tulsa.
At least 4 tournaments, or at least 2, 3, 4 tournaments, Kansas City sweepers every month. So we have those to sprinkle in, because it is a really cool deal that they keep track of your points, and then you get to the top 32 at the end of the year, and then you get paid just for showing up.
Those are hard to even make money in, though.
And then if you bowl enough of their tournaments, you get a free entry into their end of the year tournament that has like $5,000 at it.
Yes.
And so if you even come close to cashing there, you're making crap loads of money.
Well, you automatically cash.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the other thing too, because they had so much money.
I cashed in some stuff this year.
Yeah.
At Tulsa, I had made some money. I'm making some money in state.
Yeah.
So I was.
Yeah, I'm going to cash. Yeah, I guess I'm going to cash in state.
There you go.
And so then, you sprinkle in state. You sprinkle in nationals. We have Tulsa. We have Greater Ozarks. We have Wichita.
Yep. Say, I thought you were cashing in Wichita.
So
State.
yes, I shot 2,000 something,
Yeah,
a little over
making
2,000. So
money.
yeah, I'll definitely make a little bit of money there. And then Springfield actually went pretty decent for doubles. Angel and I we shot 1,400 something in doubles, 1410, 1415.
Yeah, so yeah, you make money.
She shot 1830 scratch. Her average last year was 187.
So
she's getting.
I don't know how much of that. Well, I don't remember what their handicap was.
90% of 230.
Oh,
so she's getting like 100 sticks a set.
So that's pretty good.
So yeah, she shot 2,100 for all events.
I even made money in the 6-game combine. Me doing that in that building, I deserved that away. Yeah. Sorry, James. I know if you're still watching, that building still stinks. But
yes, we make a little bit of money here and there, and everything other than the Kansas City tournaments.
Well, the KC tournaments themselves that Dave and Mike and them run, they're basically mini PBA regionals.
Yeah,
they're hard.
They're tough.
So you better have your striking shoes on. If you don't,
and we bowl on sport patterns, and even when they're house shots, they're patterns. They're not like
well, they got away from completely doing house stuff. Completely gotten away from house. Now it's straight up. They do. If we're on, was it challenge or is it rec? Then what we do?
They do some for the doubles tournaments. A lot of guys are going to go with girlfriends or do the rec patterns for those. For everything else, they do. They try to do mostly challenge patterns because the sport stuff can get a little demoralizing. They still want people to show up and feel like they have a chance.
I still want to ask Adamski whatever made him think that Eiffel Tower in Olathe East was a great idea.
He went there, so
that's why he did it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
See ya.
Peace out.
Recommend us about typical house stuff. I think the Thanksgiving Eve they still do have.
But even then, recreational THS. You have to. That's like a multiplier, some kind of a math equation.
Yeah.
So,
if Haas isn't quit, then you're at the wrong spot. Yeah. Hey, I was ready to quit on this last weekend. I pulled okay, not great. Everything hooked. That's all right.
Yeah.
Where that lane service is just old. I don't even know what the service is.
Yeah, well, it is Pro Bowl's an AMF house, so it is HBL.
No, it's KC Bowl.
Oh, KC Bowl. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. KC Bowl. I don't know why I keep getting those two mixed up.
Pro Bowl got bought by Bolero, and they were not really bought by them. Bolero sold them to
the development company, and they got bulldozed. So KC Bowl, I think, still is HPL's.
Yeah. I'm only ready to quit when you show up and I have to bowl on something possible.
Yeah. I was really happy when we showed up. We went to that singles tournament with again on Eiffel Tower because normally Angel just the tough flat and short stuff, not the tough long stuff. But yeah, it was miserable. I was glad I just kind of sat there and drank.
Yeah, I wish I would have done the same.
And then we went to Yard House afterwards.
Yeah,
with Bo and Riley got his Chem
Max. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess it's only when I show up. Well, that's because every time you're on something impossible.
Yeah. But yeah, so we will. Olathe East best house in KC Metro confirmed.
Sport compliant racks.
I don't know. It's one of them things where we did pretty good in state. State was okay,
and it wasn't
somehow.
It wasn't a house shot. It was actually a shot that it wasn't hard.
Yeah, no, it wasn't hard, but it was playable. And even we had 7 and 8 for doubles and singles.
That's what we had.
Team. But we were on 7 and 8 one pair, and I'm like, oh great.
No, we had like 11 and 12. I think.
I'm like, oh great, this is going to be awesome. But I went like 660, 680, or 680, 690 or something.
Did you have a bad rack?
Yeah, the racks were bad, but on the lower end of Olathe, I have traded up, I think, because the majority of the bad racks on the low end of Olathe are on the right side.
Yes. That's 100% accurate. The pair that we were on, I want to say it was the right lane, or it was the right side. You're correct. Yep. I'm just thinking about it now.
It was just on our team pair on like 21 and 22 or something.
Yeah.
23, 24. I did have one bad rack, and it was kind of like strike, flat 7, strike, flat 7. I still shot again 680 something. And gosh, there was another one where I big strain going into the 10th, and I left a stone 9. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I was telling Jesse Bauer, I'm like, well, I haven't shot. It's been a while since I've shot 700, and this was like a really good set.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't the rack that got me. It was a freaking 9. It was a stone 9 shot I needed for 700. I'm like, are you serious?
Paul said you're incorrect.
Mm.
Well, I'm incorrect on what? Sorry. Help me out. Because he was my doubles. I went like 740, 650 is what I shot in singles and doubles.
Yeah, I do remember your big set there.
It could have been bigger.
So, hearing about it anyway.
Could have been bigger.
Yeah,
but
that's what she said.
Yeah. I had the front 10 game 1, and I literally looked right at him and I said, 300, I'm quitting. Bowl again. Because if I could shoot 300 in that building, I'll never bowl again. Sorry, that building's impossible. It was the left side.
Yeah.
I was wrong. He's right. It was the left side. I still racked it like 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
If not more throughout the.
They never change. The same racks have been off the same way for years now.
It's worth a shot.
You just know which racks are going to be which racks.
It was. I thought he's right. He's right. Now that I think about it, he is right. That's all right.
No, I had the front 9 in league Thursday night.
Did you? I saw something in Discord.
Yeah, it was with the Attention Black Pearl that I was going to call the UC2 if I shot the
one that was sitting right here.
Yeah.
Front 9.
Yeah. Front 9, and then of course I opened. And I opened the first frame of the second game.
That one's not sanctioned anyways, is it?
Yeah.
No. How many teams do they have?
12.
That's pretty good.
12 or 13. We have I think it's 13 because we bowled the vacancy the first week. So yeah, we have 13. So yeah, it's a pretty good turnout.
That's better than the first year.
Yeah.
Bunch of new people then.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have some. We
year?
have some of the same. Zach Rhodes is bowling with Tyler Gromlovitz, so that's a good team. Jesse Bauer is bowling with Jeff Kaufman.
He bowled with Jeff last year.
Yeah, that's a solid team. Angel and I have been pretty solid so far. Alex Jimenez is bowling with his dad.
Okay.
So they're a pretty solid team. We actually managed to split with them. They beat the living crap out of us the first 2 games, and then they just had a really rough game. Good game the last game. So we took the last game in total. So it's a scratch double league, and it's just team points. So 1 for the games, and then 2 for series. So we bowled the vacancy team the first week, and so we went 6-0. Yeah. Then we went 3-3 against the Jimenezes, and then we went 4-2 this last week.
The great was last year when we bowled together. The very first night we bowled Amanda and Angel.
Yeah.
We did. She said no. Max and his girlfriend were the opponents. They were gone in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. I thought it was vacancy. Yeah, Annabella bowling again.
Okay.
And then Larry B bowling with. Oh gosh, he works there.
Yeah, last year, Angel, the first week of the league last year, we bowled you guys.
Mario.
Very first week. Tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah, tomorrow. And then there's a couple. Oh, yeah, you still have stuff. I was waiting on Ish.
For some reason, I thought I already drank that one.
No, I was waiting on you to finish the other stuff because my pour was so bad that I gave you like 3/4 of the can.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Anyhow.
Disregard. Sorry. I'd already had some of this though, right?
No. No. See, you were still on the other stuff because, like I said, I poured like 3/4 of that last can.
Oh, okay.
For you, and so I'm like, oh, well. Oops.
I thought for some reason that I had
terrible at pouring this stuff, but no, this is a Dry Fly Session India Pale Ale. It sounded interesting, so
I just tried it. I really didn't think about it.
Yeah.
All of them have been pretty good, actually.
Yeah, but that's again, it's kind of flavor for an IPA. It's not very hoppy at almost.
It's got its can date too.
Yeah. 8/6/21. That's our anniversary.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why it's good, right?
Mm-hmm. We're finally going to get off the lucky number 13 this year. So
yeah,
we're get on to 14 in August.
Yeah.
So you guys aren't too far behind us, I don't think.
We'll be on 11. We're working on year 11 now. Mm-hmm. So in November, catch up. I'm sorry. Everybody's being mean to me.
Yeah.
Be nice to the little guy.
Yeah.
Our feelings hurt too,
Yeah. Speaking of little guys, there's a Willow series is coming.
Yeah.
On Disney Plus.
Yep.
Super excited.
I did see that. I've seen some good movies
Willow's back.
Which one did I see the other day?
I haven't seen any movie. I keep wanting to go out and see they come out, and the new Matrix apparently really sucks. I wanted to go watch that.
Terrible.
I mean, yeah, I heard it was bad.
You have HBO Max?
No.
It doesn't say if you have HBO Max, it's on there.
Yeah, I'd like to go out to the Brookfield. There are theaters that are out there by Johnny's Tavern.
Yeah,
those are pretty cool. They got the plushy seats and everything.
I want to go see Top Gun.
Yeah, I haven't seen the first Top Gun.
Oh my gosh, you're fired.
Yeah.
I want to go see it in the 40s.
I didn't get half of Meet the Parents. I'm like, who's Maverick and Iceman? Who gives a crap? So yeah, we're gonna watch the first Top Gun. I just caught up on something. I still need to catch up on all the new Spider-Mans.
You haven't seen any of those either?
Well, I finally caught up with the Andrew Garfield ones. I finally saw those, but I haven't seen the Tom Holland ones yet.
So you're way behind.
I'm way behind
because he's in even the Avenger movies.
Yeah. So yeah, I've only seen him in the Avenger.
No,
I caught up on stuff like Inception and Interstellar and all that stuff here recently.
I watched Father Stew the other night.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard about that yet?
Mm-hmm.
It's Mark Wahlberg's movie, and I think he helped write it.
I did hear.
Where it's a true story. A boxer that becomes decides he wants to leave and he decides to leave and go to Hollywood to become an actor, and then from there he started courting this Catholic girl, and he in church, and he started going to church just so he could get with this girl, and then it's all said and done, he ends up becoming a dang priest. So. No, that's great.
Yeah. Bring the puppers down here.
Yeah, they come down. Father Stew is awesome. I liked it. Amanda didn't like it. She's looking at me like rolled her eyes. I thought it was great.
Well, Angel doesn't like Dumb and Dumber, and she doesn't like the good movies. Now she loves Princess Bride. So
anybody want to put up?
Yeah.
I've seen a movie that Luke hasn't seen.
Inconceivable.
Maverick is good because of superhero fatigue. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Joe Bell is one you would like. I have watched Joe Bell. Joe Bell was good. I did like Joe Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much anything with Wahlberg in it, I'll watch. I'm pretty sure that was the one. Joe Bell's the one that Mark Wahlberg was in too, right?
I have been keeping up. If they're on Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, or Hulu, I'm watching them.
There was a movie.
I'm keeping up with all the series on Disney. They the superheroes. Moon Knight was really good. I've liked all the ones that they've done so far.
Are you a horror movie guy?
A little bit, because my brother and I used to take bets on who was actually going to make it through the movie alive. So it's hard to. A Quiet Place is amazing. I just started A Quiet Place too, but I haven't quite really gotten into it.
The latest Candyman's is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. I'm actually watching The Expanse right now.
What is it?
The Expanse on Amazon Prime.
So are you saying I have bad taste?
I might have bad taste, but I mean, Dumb and Dumber, right? Grandma's Boy.
Oh yes.
Grandma's Boy.
Taste. This is a hole.
Grandma's Boy is good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Movies.
The Expanse. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of season 3 right now. We're
I watched.
we're dealing with big time proto molecule stuff.
I watched again for like the 1,000th time, Forgetting Sarah Marshall the other night. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I guess you haven't seen that either.
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh. Puppy dogs.
You laid those. You tossed
Storm Dog Buddy.
Literally spread out.
Storm Dog Buddy. Come here. You want a treat? Come here, buddy. No, over here. Come here.
No.
Come here.
Here comes.
Good buddy. Buddy. I know, you're a good buddy. Mistle dog.
Come over
here,
here.
Mistle.
Over here.
Measles.
Come over here.
Come here, sweetie. Mistle.
Oh, she's here.
Measles. Measles. Measles dog. Mistle. Yeah. She's got the bag. Angel's got the bag.
Oh,
so.
okay. Yeah, here.
So I can hand it to her if you want.
Mistle.
No.
Come here, buddy.
We got
Come here, buddy. Here's a nice buddy. Mistle dog. Come here, Mistle.
You guys watch The Boys on Prime? I do not. I am not a huge.
I haven't started that one, but yeah.
Is that a TV show?
It's a series, but it's kind of like a superhero movie, but they're like bad superheroes. You get a Mistle?
Okay. New season of The Boys That's all I need. Yeah, I'm a big movie.
He's a good buddy.
Pretty much anything and everything out there, I've watched it.
He's a good
When
buddy.
it comes to movies, if it's new and it looks interesting, I've watched it. Yeah, the new Matrix was terrible, absolutely terrible. I really want to see Top Gun. Top Gun. I really want to see. Actually, not kid friendly. Room and play.
Yeah. The Boys is not kid friendly. I don't think.
Well,
okay,
I turned on the.
So you got to go get Mama. Here, take the bag back, Mom.
There was something I turned on one time, and I started
I want-
watching it, thinking it was something else.
I want Big Dog.
And Raylan's in there, and
He's a-
the next thing you know, I'm like, I paused the movie, I look at him, and I said, "We cannot watch this right now."
Aspen Piggy. Come here, Pig. Aspen. Aspen. Yeah, she's not gonna come over here. Aspen Piggy.
No, she's right here.
Aspen.
I can get
Aspen. Aspen. Come here, Piggy. Aspen.
Over here.
Aspen.
Come on.
Come here.
Don't mind us with the dogs here.
All right. Come here, buddy. Come on up. Come here, buddy. Hi, buddy. You wave. You're such a nice buddy. I know. Thank you, buddy.
That dog is something else.
Storm dog.
Look at him. Look go.
Did you go potty?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go potty.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so long. So long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's was a movie that I was trying to ask you about earlier, and I just recently watched it.
There was no.
The outfit. Did you? It's on Peacock. Do you have Peacock or anything like that?
No.
The outfit was pretty good.
Okay.
Very slow, but it was pretty good.
I did watch one. The Adam Project.
Adam Project was good. Adam Project was good.
Bright. Have you seen Bright
Bright's
with
good.
Will Smith?
It's really good.
Very different, but very good.
I loved it.
Really like Bright.
There's a new Adam Sandler movie coming out on Netflix too, and I can't remember the name of it, but you would like it because it ties to basketball.
Oh, okay. I got halfway through Uncut Gems.
Yeah,
It's different.
I'm not a fan.
No,
I'll watch it again, but some.
Yeah, it's a little too out there. It's one of those artsy movies
Yeah.
that it's good, but it's just not.
Would
movie.
did you or no? Have you seen Hubie Halloween?
No.
That's another Adam Sandler movie.
Mhm.
It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original.
Yeah.
OMG, you've got to watch it. It's so stupid. It's funny.
I watched something else that's on.
And when you watch it, the option is you have to watch that. I am a Godfather fan. When you watch the Hubie Halloween, let me know what you think of Grandma's t-shirts.
Yeah.
That's all I've got to say.
My grandma's boy.
It's-
I've got to get one of them quotes in. I've got a water boy in my videos. Now that they have this, it's not on the live streams or it's not when I'm premiering a video, but they have a new tab called Super Thanks, so you can
I saw that.
you can donate some money or whatever. But I've been kind of trying to make a joke out of it. I've got a water boy quote coming up.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I got a pretty good one of those.
Water sucks.
And then I've got a Van Wilder quote coming up. Write that down.
I do like Van Wilder.
Write that down.
All the Van Wilder spinoffs are terrible.
I haven't seen any of them because you know that something like that. If it's a National Lampoon movie anymore, or a Van Wilder spinoff or American Pie spinoff, it's just going to be terrible.
You at least like American Pies, right?
Yeah, those are hilarious.
Did you ever see American Reunion at least, or the last one that they remade?
No, I saw American Wedding. I think was. The
So
last
they
one
made
I saw.
another one after that. They're actually with the actual cast.
Yeah.
It's American. Gotta watch that.
No.
That's something you got. At the end, you'll be like, "Holy crap!"
No.
Yeah, I am Shermanator.
Shermanator's in it.
Yeah.
He's in it. You are Shermanator, though.
Mistle, yeah. Mistle dog. Come here, sweetie. I know. Mistle, come here.
Come over
I
here.
know you're nice.
Oh, come here.
I know. Mistle dog. Yeah, sweetie, come here. Mistle.
Come over
Yeah,
here, baby.
Mistle, come here.
Come here.
Come here. Come here, dog.
All right. I guess we can start wrapping this up.
Hi, baby. Can you? Yes, I know. You see.
Thank
the
you,
people.
everyone, for hanging out
I
with us
know,
tonight
I know you think there's a tree up there.
as
You're
we
happy, baby.
went several rabbit trails.
You're the beast. I know.
Finished our last 25 minutes of talking about movies.
Yeah.
So we appreciate everybody as always.
Yeah,
Play
your
your
big,
intro for the outro.
your big Yoda ears.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking
we'll
about
play
doing.
it for those that are still watching us that haven't
Mr.
seen us or seen this yet. We've got a new intro, and we can watch it a million times again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be funny. We're gonna play it for you as we. So
Yep. I think we're ready to go on ahead and head out, sign off.
Octane Roast All 10 save you 10% off.
We've had the Facebook group in here for like 20 minutes now, so
All right.
But anyway, yeah, check out that stuff. We're going to be on Mondays for now.
Yep.
Mondays 6:30. I think it's going to end up being a pretty good night
Yeah, it's not
for
bad.
us. So probably be on Mondays for a while, but we might, depending on what comes up, things change.
Yep, stuff happens. We may
So
change
yeah,
to something else.
we'll be on Mondays for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I'm going ahead and play our new intro, and y'all have a good night.
Have another beer, buddy.
Chatty chat chat chat. I think that they probably said that being shorter is advantageous.
Well, they need to teach me then. There you go. So we had to poke a little fun at him. Call you Ginger Swag.
Yeah. If you weren't bowlers, what would you have liked to have done instead? Anything else. Literally anything else.
That's a great answer.
The horse is so dead that it's on some kid's school project on a landfill already.
And there you have
That one before.
it. No. We'll talk about that one more.
Terrible idea.